Good morning, everybody. Glad to have you here today. If you want to follow along, we will be in the 22nd proverb. We will start in the 19th verse. This section, Solomon gets very personal with his audience. There is debate to some extent exactly who he was talking to here. Whether, again, it was somebody who had come to him for wisdom, one of his children, but he is very, you'll see it, for example, if you look, that thy trust I have made known to thee, even to thee. Verse 20, I've written to thee. Verse 21, that I might make thee know. And so, time and time again, he's really stressing to his listener the importance of listening. That these are personal words for you to benefit you. And I think it is fair that God has preserved this and given this to us that we can insert ourselves as the audience. Me, my trust may be in the Lord. He has made known to me this day, even to me. And I think that's very fair, considering that God again has given us this text. And so, beginning in verse 19, he says again, that thy trust may be in the Lord. I have made known to thee this day, even to thee. Have not I written to thee excellent things and counsels and knowledge? He says, these I have given you these lessons. I have taught you these things so that you will learn to put your confidence in the Lord. That you will learn to put your confidence in God. And they are, that is their purpose. It's not to get you to trust me or even in the wisdom, but in the giver of that wisdom, that your trust will be in the Lord. That is his purpose in giving these words. And he goes on then and says that I might make thee know the certainty of the words of truth. That what I am telling you is absolute. It is the truth. The truths of the book of Proverbs were truths when Solomon uttered those words, and they are still truths. They are still, they were wise, they were righteous when Solomon gave the words, and they are still wisdom, and they are still the guideline for righteous living. And when we take the Proverbs and then we take the truths and the wisdom of Proverbs, and then we can look inside of the remainder of Scripture, and we see those who lived by these words, and we also see those who rejected these words and the consequences that they faced. And we can look around us in our day-to-day life and see the same thing, that those that choose to govern their life by the wisdom of God have a better life, have more, not necessarily worldly success, but are more content, are more satisfied than those who reject the wisdom of God. And he goes on then and says that thou mightest answer the words of truth to them that send unto thee. He says, by living this word, by understanding this truth, they teach us how to live, and then they teach us to share that truth with others. That we're able then to help others and to share with them the wisdom that God has given us. And this is a very and I'm not going to be able to do it justice in 4 or 5 minutes here this morning. This is a very strong word for us today. First of all, that God can be trusted, that the wisdom that He gives us is for our happiness, it's for our contentment. It teaches us to make right choices, but then that from that we are blessed from that we have the opportunity then to share that wisdom and to pass that knowledge on to others, our own children, grandchildren, others, that we have the opportunity to influence others and share with them the wisdom that God has provided us. And so this morning, I think that leads us then to two questions that arise from those thoughts. One is, are we trusting the wisdom and the truths of God? Are we actually, do we truly put our confidence there in that, in His Word, in His teaching? Are we trusting Him? Do we trust His Word when it suits the way we want to go to begin with? Or are we trusting Him in our decision making? And then the second question that arises is, are we sharing that wisdom? Are we helping others? Are we teaching others the wisdom of God? Those are two excellent questions for us to contemplate today. Are we trusting in the wisdom of God? And if we are we sharing that wisdom with others? Think about that today. Have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.